Hi, Michael Shuster here. If you've seen many of my other posts and videos, then you've repeatedly heard me say, like a broken record, that the most popular yet most poorly worded question in the real estate world is, how's the market? The reason, as I keep saying, is that the word market is too general a term. There are many different markets within the market. Today I'm going to talk specifically about the Toronto condo market. In the media, they keep saying that the market is hot and the market is strong or the market is on fire. People keep asking me how my business is doing because they hear that the market is amazing. It's true. Prices are up, holding strong, because demand far exceeds supply in many areas around Greater Toronto and for many different types of properties, such as detached homes, semi-detached homes, townhouses, bungalows, for example. But what about condos in Toronto? More specifically, condos in downtown Toronto. Well, that market has definitely seen a change in 2020. In the past 3 months, I've had a few clients who've been looking at buying a condo in Toronto, downtown area, and get something that they haven't been able to for the past 2 to 3 years. Specifically, for the past 2 to 3 years, every time they, my clients, liked something, I've shown them and I've prepared an offer for them, we'd usually be competing in a multiple offer, or also known as a bidding war scenario. And every time someone else would outbid us to a price far beyond what me and my clients thought was a reasonable price for that condo. And in the past 3 months, I've also helped each of those clients buy a condo in downtown Toronto without a multiple offer situation. And I was able to negotiate a purchase price for less than the seller was asking. Similarly, when it comes to renting a condo or leasing a condo in downtown Toronto, in the past month or two, I've had several clients have had to find a condo to rent, and we found one. And whereas in the past couple of years, we'd have to get our lease offer and application submitted within hours of the condo being listed, and yes, even in rentals, find ourselves having to compete and raise our offer against other offers. In recent months, all of my clients have successfully found a condo to rent, and the condo was on the market for several days or even weeks in one case. And we weren't competing with other offers, and in most cases, got it for less than the landlord was asking for rent, except one case where it was underpriced. Now, if you know me, then you know I don't just follow the herd. It's not just important to know what's happening in the market while it's happening, or possibly even after it's too late. It's important to understand what drives a particular market sector and why changes are happening. So why has the Toronto condo market seen this recent change, unlike other products and other areas around Toronto? Well, it's rarely just one factor. First of all, I think the downtown Toronto condo market isn't gauged properly. What I mean is, when people go for a drive and see lots of towers under construction or lots of new buildings just starting to take occupancy and have people move in, that isn't a sign of the current market. You see, condo developers don't start construction until a large portion of their project are pre-sold, pre-construction. So the skyscrapers and cranes that you see now are a product of sales 2 to 5 years ago. Well, 2 to 5 years ago, people were selling hype, exciting new buildings, and not looking at when will the market be oversaturated with product. They also couldn't foresee things like pandemics and COVID-19. And so my next point, number 2, is Airbnb. Since COVID-19, there are no Airbnbs, so many of those units are now being listed for long-term rental by the landlords or by the owners. Or the owners have decided to list the condos for sale, both of which have provided a sudden increase in the supply of rentals and for sale listings on the MLS. And with increased supply and decreased demand, the prices go down. The third thing that might have some effect, although very hard to measure the exact effect, is foreign investment. I tend not to believe every statistic that I hear in the news because 78.35% of all statistics are actually made up. I'll let you think about that one for a minute. However, based on what I've seen and experienced personally in this business, I predict that 50 to 70% of all of those downtown Toronto condos were purchased by foreign investors. Toronto has been on the world map as one of the safest and most profitable places to invest in real estate or put money. So many foreign investors bought condos for the purpose of renting them out, or because their kids were coming to University of Toronto, for example, so they realized it's better to own a condo for 6 to 10 years and sell it rather than just pay someone else's rent and have their kids rent for 7 or 8 years. Well, now that our borders are closed for the better part of a year or more, foreign investors can't come here to see and invest in condos, and their kids aren't coming to university. So like I said, there's rarely, if ever, just one reason that a particular market is going in a certain direction or acting a certain way. It's usually many small factors that influence a market. Some like the ones I just mentioned, and probably a lot more. And just like the financial markets and financial investments, you need someone with a proven track record of success who really understands why certain products or certain market segments are doing what they're doing to ensure that you get the best possible advice and guidance for the future. So if you're thinking of buying or selling a condo or any type of real estate and want to talk more about how to do it safely and smoothly, I'm always happy to chat. Remember, when it comes to real estate or any other experience or process in life, if there was a better way, wouldn't you at least want to know about it? Whether you have questions about buying or selling, renting, investing in real estate, selling a matrimonial home and divorce, job relocation, or anything else real estate related, just send me your questions to mike@TheREguy.ca. It's always strictly confidential. There's never any obligation or pressure. And if you know someone else who might benefit from this video about downtown Toronto condos, please share the video. Thanks for watching.